Okay, I've made it back to my car. So now we can actually go and investigate the places that I need to. If only I could turn on my car heater, though. Oh well. We're gonna drive down to Roy's place, which is back the way of the general store. We'll do a couple other things while we're going down there as well, just so we can find out some things. Also, just in case I want to fill up my empty gas canister with gas. So that way, if I need it somewhere, I'll just have it on the back of my car rather than needing to go all the way back down to the gas station. Or worse, you know, maybe something will happen to my car and I'll run out of gas and whoopsie. Okay, I was driving too fast. I like how it looked like my stress went down there. Or I guess it was more like up. My stress went up. He wasn't very happy with crashing his car at high speeds. I wouldn't be either. My bad, Carl. My bad. Okay. One thing I've been forgetting to do is actually look at the journal, which I can't bring up right now. It's a shame. I'll do it when we get to the gas station. But you can pull out your journal, and like I noted earlier that you can look at the characters that you found, and I forgot about that because I didn't realize he was adding them as we went on. Oh right, I turned off the power here. Fuck. Whatever. Okay, so if we go here, we can see that we actually have information on Gilles Lachance and Giselle Lachance. And it actually gives us more of the information on what we care for. So when his father kicked the bucket, Gilles inherited a debt-ridden store, so much so that he had to sell it fast to avoid bankruptcy. Hamilton agreed to buy the store like everything else. Gilles feels like Hamilton is exploiting him, a feeling that made his hatred and thirst for vengeance grow. Misery struck again on the poor man. He is now imprisoned in ice. He tried to escape, but it was too late. I think he was being stalked by wolves. And then Giselle. The woman had only one episode of bad luck in her life, so it seems. Meeting Gilles Lachance and marrying him. Whew. Since then, disappointments piled up. She is the brain in the couple. Poor Gilles can't even remember a 3-digit combination. She turned to ice while waiting for her husband by the window. She turned to ice while waiting for her husband by the window. It's awful. I wonder if there's more on her. Whoops. Sorry, Hamilton. As you can see, there's kind of a big blank spot down there. What about everybody else? Wilfred Roy. Wilfred is in charge of maintaining law and order in the forest surrounding the Madison region. Actually, I guess it'll show us if there's more to be found. It makes him the only authority figure for several miles around. Okay, Shibagamu police officers must not come to this village often. And then we have some information on Aude Rizer. According to his medical file, this Great War veteran is an immortal soldier, retired in the north, that even alcohol and tobacco can't kill. As dashing as he was in his youth. Okay, no more information to be found on Claude. I can't say if he liked him for his personality or his money. Anybody else? Lore. It seems something terrible happened to her. Her case is shrouded in mystery. I bet my bottom dollar she wasn't from around here. Needs more research. Okay. I think we're gonna find out more about Lore. Although it's interesting to see that for like Rizer and Roy, it immediately notes what we're missing. It's missing two more informational notes for Roy. But why? I don't really fully know. You can actually see some of the items that you have deposited. You can see all the wood I have sitting back here. Okay. We're starting to get full. I'll leave the hatchet, pliers, and the beer bottles. The beer super raises my stress. That's pretty amusing to me. Okay. And on the meanwhile, I need to withdraw the empty gas can. Just in case we need it.
The pumps wouldn't surrender their divine nectar so easily. In all likelihood, they had to be switched on from inside the store.
Thankfully, turning on the power for the store is as simple as going to this back area and going 1, 2. Okay. I don't know if I have to turn the pump back on. Yep, we did. There. Give me eternal gas. And not the body kind. That would really suck. There we go. Now, if I ever need to fill up either my car or start a fire or something, we have a gas can for it. For now, though, let's head down to Roy's. Find out some more information about him. Did he have something going on? Why wasn't he all the way down at the watchtower with the little gate? Even though he locked off the area. I have no idea. Hopefully we can actually reach Roy's place. I don't know if it's further than where we were before. Kind of hard to remember exactly the distance between certain places when it's pretty much just ice everywhere. Okay, this isn't Roy's place, but it's still a place, so we're gonna snoop. Everyone's house is totally up for me to look at. Oh, treasure map. Lovely. I think I found that one actually. Wait, no, that's beyond LeChance's place, I think. Right. It almost looks like it. Or it could point to in between Bedard and Roy's place. Regardless, let's see what we got. My sweet Mary, may the treasure hunt begin. I have hidden wonderful little things for you to find all over the village, following my clues. You're holding in your hands the first map. The hunt begins at my place. You are so clever, I'm certain you'll find everything. Martin. Uh-huh. Alright, Martin. I don't know if the sweet little things are the talismans, or what. I guess we'll find out. At least my radio still works in this blizzard. Partially. Bedard's house. Alright, this is the police! Yeah, not really, I'm just a detective, but sometimes I like to act like I'm a police officer. Let's see, your door locked?
Carl was no burglar. He didn't need to resort to petty techniques such as window breaking to find his way in. A good detective simply looks for keys where gullible souls hide them.
Well, it's either in the most obvious place, such as underneath a pot, or in a pot, or underneath the rug. Wow, okay.
What was even the point of locking your door? If everyone hid their key in the same place.
You're right.
Carl was starting to feel like his investigator life lacked challenge.
Yeah, well,
The house smelled like incense.
we'll see if that's going to stay
The kind that
true.
reminds you of the good Lord, of peace.
Oh, thank God for light. Okay, this room is creepy. Really, really creepy. In terms of it's got like dream catchers and things going on in here. I've never been a big fan of dream catchers. Maybe it's because the first exposure I ever had to dream catchers was like in a horror movie. But yeah, really dark room with only a lamp to turn on. Definitely doesn't help. You can bet your ass I'm turning on all the lights before I do anything in this house. Nothing in here.
The family's mother must have spent her days washing the filth off her kids' diapers.
Yeah, I'm looking at that. Hey, is that normal? I don't know much about raising babies, so is that like a thing to do when you don't have much money, or do people just have washable diapers? Washable diapers would be save money, so I just never experienced that before. Enough food for rough times. And yet nobody here to take part in it, huh? No loose change in the cracks. As if you actually looked through it. Alright, let me get some firewood if we can find some around here. Obviously we have some in our car, but if I can manage to just find wood back here, it's a better deal. Okay. Is this unlocked? Hey, would you look at that? Spacious too.
An aging car was parked here. Carl could picture the notary's heavy sedan with a huge back seat large enough to fit the whole family.
Did they drive out? Did they just bail? Did they see the blizzard come and go, I gotta get out of here? Because that'd be a smart thing to do. The hell out of Dodge. Looks like someone had to hide their habits.
A true Catholic always strives to keep lowly temptations at bay. Obviously, Carl thought, someone in this house wasn't doing a good job at upholding the Holy Bible's teachings.
Right? Look at all this shit. Cigarettes and beer.
A peculiar key indeed, too small to fit in a door lock. What sort of miniature object was it meant for?
I guess we'll find out inside the house. There's gotta be like a lockbox or something hidden away. Oh, Carl's inventory's full. I can get a hammer! And we can go hammer time on the wolves. Although I think the crowbar, the magical crowbar, is probably where it's at. Is that it in here? Just to make sure. We were gonna run back inside anyways, but I didn't know if there was gonna be anything else. Deposit. Put this away. And the wood away. One of them. And then we're gonna use the wood inside the house. Just to empty my inventory a little bit more. TV work? Yeah, we're just not gonna do that. La Bible.
Religion was very influential throughout Quebec many years ago. Indeed, it was surprising that Carl did not come across a single chapel since arriving here.
Well, I suppose. But there could always be a chapel more towards the north where Hamilton is. In the richer, nicer looking areas. What else do we have? TV is on the other side. Well, obviously this person cared more about looking at the stove rather than watching TV. Their entertainment came from the laws of physics and food. Oh, what is this? Wired magnet. Ooh. Oh, I thought that said 40. 10's fine too. No sound on the line. Damn it. Oh, we might as well fill up the bottle with water. Wait. Yeah, fill up the bottle with water. Making sure I didn't say, like, fill up the water with bottle. I do that sometimes. Hello.
The perfect cookie-cutter Catholic family, most likely attending church every Sunday.
So, if that's the case, what's going on with this?
Dream catchers originated from First Nations legends. They were used to trap nightmares.
So is this a Cree family? I don't know anything about Native Americans in Canada. Or whatever Cree, whoever the Crees are. So I apologize for my ignorance. Works of art from a future artist. It is cute. Look at that. Woof. It's adorable. This is a tiny little room though. Holy crap. I mean, obviously a little kid doesn't really need a huge room, but you basically get the bed. It feels like a prison in here. But I guess I'm spoiled. Alright.
Jean-Luc Bédard had without a doubt been the closest man in the village to William Hamilton, otherwise known as Uncle Willie.
Mary's diary, page 1. August 16. I have a diary just like Mom. Unlike her, though, I don't have a long face when writing, but I do love to write my thoughts. And about Martin, most of all. I love talking about him. I think he loves me too, just like in Romeo and Juliet. People don't like it when I see him only because he's a Blaze. But just like in the story, nothing can stand in the way of true love. August 18. I lost appetite. I can't sleep anymore. Every waking hour intense shivers run through my body. Dad's making me see Dr. Buper, with his big hands touching me everywhere, his foul breath exhaling all over my face. Yuck! I'm not sick. I'm in love! I love Martin so much. There's nothing I like better than thinking about us playing together like we always do. I wonder if he found the key I lost the other day. He was pretty sad when I did, because it's for Dad's garden shed, and Martin has always been afraid of him. I think Martin's dad is a bit like Dad's god. The key fell in a barrow next to the shed. Poor Martin. He cried like a baby, but I still love him. Dad's shed. Huh? Okay. And what does that add to our mystery? Nothing for this. I got a hold of a journal. It bears witness to a hunt. Someone tried to stop a beast. I can't understand all of it, but I feel a bit less lonely. I feel a little bit less lonely that someone's going out there trying to kill the monster. Okay, so what information are we looking at here? Whatever they were scared of, their escape got complicated. Looks like they went through the forest. Someone else, okay. Jean Roy, Jean-Luc Bedard. It would appear that the good notary knows William Hamilton pretty well. Not surprising, the rich man must always know the notary of his village well. After all, he needs him to get the law on his side when he wants to exploit poor workers. Oof. Mary? 8. Damn. Okay, little girl. I'm like, this sounds like a really well thought out diary for a really young gal, and yeah, no, at 8? I mean, I can accept the, oh, I love him so much, no, Martin, but that was incredibly literate for an 8-year-old. Sweet little girl, sharing her bedroom with her older sister, Mary Jeanne. Her diary shows her intelligence. Nothing exciting about her stories, except her adventures with her friend, Martin. I'm happy that she left the region with her family. Nothing happening here can harm her. Oh, well, there you go. How the hell did I figure that out, though? Mary J. and Mary P. The eldest and the youngest of the Bedard family. 2 little girls without history, from a family who reminds me of Little Women. Instead of Dr. March's 4 girls, we might one day tell the story of Notary Bedard's 3 girls. But it would probably be a much less exciting story. 11 and 2. So they had 3 little girls? Holy shit. 11, 8, and 2. Martin Blaz, 11. Oh. This ordinary kid is only looking for entertainment in this northern desert. He plays troublemaker and brings his friends along with him. Kids will be kids, right? What the heck did Martin end up doing? Okay. We've confirmed that the family did escape without harm. Although, is this the mother's diary? Uh-oh.
The Bedards had vacated the premises. Carl gathered they would be of no help.
Yeah, but you know, that's a good thing, honestly. Sylvie's diary, page 1. Jean-Luc never had a knack for mathematics. Try as he might, he'll never realize that he simply cannot be the father of the child I'm bearing. But how can I be sure? I have to keep this a secret, at least until the time is right, when it'll be safe. Dr. Buper told me it would start showing soon, that I couldn't keep it hidden forever. I gotta muster courage, he said, with his usual condescending tone. Courage to face what's coming. But he doesn't get it all. For him, I just had some childish affair. He doesn't realize I brought eternal damnation upon myself. September 14th. Mary's very sick, and Jean-Luc plunges into despair. I told him nothing about the evil growing inside me. Sometimes I get the feeling he can see right through me. My Mary's suffering, and I'm the one to blame. Oh Lord Almighty, why do children have to pay for their parents' sins? I mean, I don't know. Why don't you ask your past self for cheating? September 24th. Mary has recovered, but there's something really gloomy about her now. She always seems so sad. Maybe she got a glimpse of what dying is like. What if she's an unhappy child now because of me? Jean-Luc truly honored me 2 nights ago. If the baby makes it, maybe Dr. Bupere could convince him it was born prematurely? It's my only way out. October 11th. We're heading to St. Jean tomorrow to visit Jean-Luc's mother. I need to. The situation is untenable now, and we fear the worst. Whew, lady. Okay, so let me read up on this completely so I understand the full scope of this. She cheated, right? Jean-Luc Bedard. Lucky for them, the Bedards went to visit the grandmother in Lac Saint-Jean. Hold on, where's Sylvie? Crap, I'm a little confused. I think Sylvie cheated on Jean-Luc. Or... I don't know. Hold on. Because I think I've misinterpreted a couple of things. Where is Sylvie's diary? Jean-Luc never had a knack for mathematics. Try as he might, he'll never realize that he simply cannot be the father of the child I'm bearing. But how can I be sure? I have to keep this secret. Okay, all right. There we go. The first line establishes it. So Jean-Luc is her husband. And he can't figure out that we wouldn't be able to figure out that the child isn't his because he's dumb. So we don't actually know who the father of that is. Although we can, let's see, look in the documents. Because I could have sworn that in the medical files, he mentions this. The men called her Laura, she had a neck wound. No, not this one. Oh, what the fuck? It's a little bit of a hassle trying to go back to older documents. Medical files. Okay, here we go. Sylvie Bedard. All of her symptoms point to the same root cause. She's pregnant, she refuses it, she denies it. I'm willing to bet her husband is not the father. Let's just hope it's not Everett Lockhart, though, or she would have an illegitimate child and syphilis on her hand. Everett Lockhart. Does Lockhart have a place on the map? See, beforehand, I thought that maybe I didn't remember the exact name that had been said in that file, so I thought Jean-Luc was the person she had cheated with, but he's the person she cheated on, and now I've got that. I don't see Lockhart's name on here, although to be fair, he could have been up there or up there, because we only have the credit information about the people who lived closer to the general store. Okay, well, now that we've got that little confusing thing out of the way, let me actually, I think I didn't read the rest of Mary's diary. Hold on. Mary's diary. Letter for Mary. Wait, nope, that's just Martin. Fucking Martin. Get out of here, Martin. Mary, go on a treasure hunt through the cold wilderness. Yeah! Oh, do all the treasure maps get summed up in one area? That's nice. Mary's diary. Okay. Page 1. Change the page. Here we go. Mom often cries when she feels lonely. I think there's no reason for her to cry. Mom can be stupid sometimes. Wow. Dad works a lot because of that wealthy Englishman buying everything. That's what notaries do. They make sure that people get what they're paying for, basically. It's complicated, but that's how Dad explained it to me. The rich guy doesn't look half as bad as Martin told me he was. When I saw him this morning at Dad's office, he told me, "Call me Uncle Willie." I found that pretty funny. Plus, he gave me candy. Okay, it was kind of old and dry, but still candy. I think Dad gets along well with Uncle Willie because when he's with them, he laughs the same way he does with Father Label. Ooh. I had to gobble up Dr. Bupere's horrible medicine because if I hadn't, I wouldn't have made it to Christmas, or so he said. Holy shit. I haven't seen Martin in weeks, nor did I go to school for that matter. Dad has been praying beside my bed every morning for a while now, and at bedtime too. Today he went hunting with Uncle Willie, and he told me to ask God to bless him in my prayers. Uh-oh. I think this has to do with the medicine that only the richest of rich can afford. Dad told me he'll be praying for Uncle Willie until the day he dies, and that I should do the same. God, Father Label, and now Uncle Willie. I wonder when Dad finds the time to pray for Santa Claus. September 28th. How can Mom be so stupid? And she's getting fat, too. She cries like a newborn puppy all the time. It's so annoying. I came across Martin today. He seemed pretty thin and maybe kind of dirty. He doesn't look as neat and presentable as Uncle Willie, that's for sure. Oh no, not poor Martin. He doesn't look as good. I don't love him anymore. Alright, 8-year-old little girl. That's so funny. Mom's getting fat. And she keeps crying.
The empty cradle sent an eerie feeling down Carl's spine, as if minutes ago someone just grabbed the baby and made a run for it.
Well, maybe it was just minutes ago. I mean, not in terms of for us. We've been playing this game for a few hours, so in terms of real time, it's been like 2.5 hours. Wait, hold on, that's not what I want. No, that's it? Nothing else in the baby's room? Makes sense, I suppose. Let's go stare at this.
Who knew that giraffes thrived in the North Pole? The craze for toys was stupefying.
I wonder if I'm supposed to take a picture of all the giraffes. I can't keep the pictures, unfortunately. But they're adorable. Here, if you guys ever come back here, amidst all the dead bodies and mysteries, you can have one picture. Oh, 2 steaks. Well, thank you very much. I'm gonna have to put a couple of the steaks away, because they take up a lot of weight.
Good Paul 6, appearing papal. His crooked fingers gave the impression he was about to bestow a miracle.
Okay, so there's a garden shed around here that we could check out. I don't know if this is the garden shed? When I think of a shed, I think of something a lot smaller. This is more like a garage. The car was being kept here. So this wouldn't be a garden shed, right? I don't know. I'm just an ignorant little man. I don't know what I'm looking for. Boo. I'm waiting for one of these to like open its eyes and just like stare at me as I move around the environment. This looks like a hand. Well, if I open up my map, what do we have here? Towards Roy, we have another one of these creepy tree gate things. I don't know what's going on with that. So, of course, I'm gonna investigate. What happens around here? Whoa. Okay, just like launched me away. Talisman! I would suppose, again, the talismans are all of Martin's fault. He's like, oh, here's a treasure hunt. Yay! Or some crappy 11-year-old nonsense like that. I don't see any of the monster tracks leading towards where the wolves come from. So that's a solid plus. For now, where am I heading to? We're about to pass by Roy's place, so at least there's that.